My name's Anita Welych, and I'm an artist from Syracuse, New York. The installation is called Dwindle, and it is based on my investigation of bird populations in the United States. About 12 years ago, I started a series of artworks about extinct birds, and then it occurred to me that as we are living in a mass extinction event right now, some of the birds that we see, that we are used to seeing every day, could also go extinct. So I researched bird populations from two periods. There was a lot of data from between 1966 and 1970, and the most recent data was from about 2018, 2019. And so I looked at 18 species of birds from all over the United States and found information about their original populations, or sometimes I had to sort of triangulate and do some math and figure out what their original population was, because I could find data on how much it had decreased and what the current population was. So I was able to kind of go backwards and see what the populations were. So once I had numbers for these birds, then I created images of them. We silkscreened, I worked with a student to silkscreen over 600 birds. Each bird stands in for 500,000 birds. So this is sort of an accurate population map of what they were 50, 70 years ago and what they are now. And you can see there's a tremendous decline. And so really, when I did the math, we have approximately for these 18 species, we have approximately 30% of what we used to have. So the decline is dramatic, and these are bird species that are quite common. The wood thrush, the bobolink, the meadowlark, birds that we've grown up with. So I wanted to really visualize what we're doing to the environment. So this is a book that I made. It's an accordion pleat book, so it can open all the way or it can shut right up. And it's about one particular bird species, the wood thrush. The wood thrush has been a very common bird, particularly in the Northeast. And so if you walk in the woods or in, even in parks, you would be likely to find one. Except now their population has decreased by 50% in the last 70 years. So I decided to make a book that would explain this visually. And so in the beginning of the book, we have lots of little wood thrushes, and I actually also mathematically figured out what the population originally was, what it is now, and sort of divided it up in a way that is kind of mathematically correct. And so at the end of all this, you have very, very few birds left. The other part of this is I looked at the spectrogram, the visualization of the sound that the bird makes, because it has a lovely song, and that's one of the ways you know it's out there. And so the black ink is its song, and so I picked a spectrogram, or parts of spectrograms, where it was louder and then softer and softer until it's almost silent, because we are hearing fewer and fewer of them as time goes on. And so my work in general about birds is really a call to action. Hoping that people will take action to do the things to help maintain bird populations and maintain habitats so birds can thrive. And if birds can thrive in an area, all the other animals can too.